Hello and welcome to another Dual Gap cast. This is not quite as high ranking as we are used to, but this is something a little bit different. Well, it's not actually different at all, really. It's just slightly different players. A few of my friends are playing in this game, and a few different players are playing, so it will be interesting to see a few different players, some lower ranked players as well. Anyway, we've slowed it down and we're going to start from the top left. We're going to call this guy Reggie. That's what I'm going to call him anyway, and he is an Aussie, 1400, top here, Seraphim. I wouldn't call him a dual gap veteran. Maybe slightly overrated in this for this map, but not a bad player. Here's your top air player for Team 1. Team second front, sorry. We have, God, how do you say that? Twisty Sauce. Twisty Sauce. Here's 1100. Here's an Aeon. Here's your second front. Don't know this guy. Don't think he's a dual gap veteran. So we don't have any dual gap veterans of yet, but he's your second front. And moving on to front, we have Battle Moose, another Aussie player, another 1200, a UEF. Battle Moose is good at Navy, tends to be quite good at Navy, but in this instance he is playing front, so it will be interesting to see how he goes. Here's your front for Team 1. We have Eco and Navy positions here. Andrusha for Team 1 is this crazy dog in the background, keeps barking. I don't know what's going on, but it needs to be shot. Oh my God. Anyway, Andrusha, this is a 1500 player, Cybran. Here's your Eco. And then we have Torfin, Navy player. By the way, Andrusha is, I think his name is actually Iberian, and that would make him a dual gap veteran. Anyway, going for your Navy spot, Torfin, Aeon 1100. Don't know this guy, have to see how he plays. And last but not least, for Team 1 left side, Robogear, who is not a dual gap veteran, doesn't play a lot of dual gap, but is a very good player. Obviously, I believe he is a 1v1 player, and I think he plays a few other team maps. But he is, well, he's not new to dual gap, but he's just started playing again, so it will be interesting to see how he goes. Going to Team 2. Bossy Killer, dual gap veteran, 1700. Don't know this guy's original name, but he is a UEF. He is your bottom air player. Rich Guru for Eco, 1600 Cybran, dual gap veteran, good player, especially good in Eco, and he will be key to Team 2's survival if they want to win. Here's your Eco spot. Sanakin, another dual gap veteran, very good player for his ranking, 1200. Seraphim for Navy. And we're going on to front, Gumpy, another Aussie player, another ANZ player, 1300, another dual gap veteran. Gumpy, well, he used to be very good at building nukes. He used to be good in the air spot and economy spot, but now he is also good at the front spot, so it will be good to see how he goes. Moving on to the second front position, we have Tirelka, don't know this guy, he's 1100 Cybran. And moving on to Candy Boy, 1400 Seraphim, red color, he's your top air spot. Don't know this guy, don't know much about them, so there's a few unknowns in this match, which makes things interesting, possibly. But we're going to speed it up here. Now, I don't know who wins this game. I don't know who dies first. But I do know it is quite a long game, as dual gap games tend to be. But we will be speeding up a little bit here, because there's not much happening. And just to look at the teams to start off with, we have RoboGear is going to have to carry the crap out of this left hand side, Team 1. Because he is the highest rated player by 500 points on his team, whereas the right side is more evenly distributed. We have a 1600 in Rich Guru and a 1700 with Killer. Also got a 1400 in Candy Boy, and over to the left hand side, Team 1. The only real high player apart from RoboGear is Andrusha, who does play. He is a dual gap veteran, so he knows how to play. But I think Andrusha is going to be key if Team 1 want to win here, because below him it's basically low ranks, what I would consider a low rank. And you can see from a slightly lower ranking game that there's not there's sort of less happening. There's less bombers, less sort of interceptors, but we do have a bomber here from Torfin, and he wants to scout his enemy's engineers here and kill them, except that there's only one engineer. Torfin also drops the mid mass here. And Gumpy's also, he's dropped the mass here, and I think he may have got the rocks up here as well. I have Battle Moose, who starts his T2 upgrade before anyone else. Interesting that Terelka hasn't even brought his comm to mid, and that's a mistake. That means Gumpy is going to have a hard time if left hand side Team 1 decide to push. You can see Gumpy's made 4 factories here, but you can just see from his commitment here that he's decided to commit towards the T2 mix. Gumpy's upgrading as well, quite late on that T2 upgrade. He's also decided to go T2 air, building Corsairs at the same time he's upgrading. Torfin drops the mixes from his navy opponent. Gumpy's building the T2 mix, a Corsair, and has just upgraded his T2 comm. You see Battle Moose already has T2 PD, and this is going to secure the mid mass for the meantime. You see Rich Guru is doing the RAS build. I'm fairly short. Slide down here a little bit. Oh no, he doesn't actually have RAS at the moment. Huh. So he's not doing the typical RAS build, which is interesting for me. Gumpy tries to PD creep with Siren PD, which is rather ambitious, being that they have the least DP Less DPS. And also see that Sanakin hasn't decided to... Well, he's built a few frigates, but he's behind on Navy. Oh, that's why, because he has a T3 mix. Gumpy going for some artillery. Gumpy also going for a T2 land factory. Building MMLs. Kind of interesting, he's still building Corsairs. But this is a good move from Battle Moose and Twisty Sources. They can see that there's a lack of units for Team 2 in the mid. And they want to push up here, get rid of this. There is a T2 HQ up here. Wonder if Andrusha has gone the RASCOM. Yes, he has. This is the more standard build for economy, a lot better build than what Rich Guru is doing. You can see Rich is already behind in the mass. I don't believe he has. Oh no, he does have RAS. I will correct myself. He has RAS. Anyway, we have a destroyer from Torfin, and this is going to annoy Gumpy. Well, it's going to do more than annoy him. It's basically going to render his front base completely useless here. Also considering that Sanakin doesn't have a destroyer of his own. See Terrelka just building up a few defences, and he wants to build up a T2 army, it looks like. Gumpy's still making a Corsairs. I see, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He wants to snipe Battle Moose. Maybe weaken him with these PD, weaken the shields. Come in with the Corsairs and give him a snipe. He's got his MMLs up here. Try and break through these shields. But it's going to be very hard to do so with this destroyer. 2 destroyers. And, very passive air game. You see 3 T3 mixes already for the air players. The bottom air players. And I wonder if Navy hadn't come along, whether Gumpy would have been successful. Now that Torfin has Navy, has 1 Navy, Battle Moose is free to build his base here. He has his 2 T2 power gens. He's still building T1. It's probably best just to kill these factories, upgrade the eco. You see Andrusha is... well, he's 12,000, 13,000 mass ahead of Rich Guru. See, this is a mistake here from Rich Guru, not reclaiming these T2 power gens. As you can see how Andrusha has reclaimed all his T2 power gens, and now most likely will proceed to build a nuke. And here's Gumpy with, well, how many Corsairs does he have? 7. I think Reggie is aware of this and he wants to kill. There we go. He's onto it. I think these Corsairs are going to go down. Yep. There's the nuke. Do they spot it? They don't spot it. They haven't seen it. That's actually Andrusha on that ping, pinging his own nuke. You see Battle Moose pushing up here. And Gumpy is in, well, geez, Sanakin has totally gone for T3 max. Disregarded anything to do with Navy. Makes it quite difficult on his team in the early stages. Depends what he does with this economy later on. I guess the good thing about mid for Team 2 right side is that they have a good defense here. Lots of build power, lots of reclaim that hasn't been sucked up yet. So Terralka should be able to defend this position for at least a while. Gumpy normally builds a spider and then we see a spider. Wants to build a spider only on T2 mechs and is building bricks with his. Should stop building T3 if you want to build a spider. He doesn't have, he's only got T2 power as well. You can see the air players, bottom air players, Pussy Killer, full T3 mix for him, full T3 mix for Robogear. You see all the ASF, now that Robogear has his T3 mix, well, all but one. Look for some advanced hives here to accelerate that AFCF production. And you see just Torfin, just total domination of Navy, and he really should just push up here. He can push up here and just damage, put pressure on Rich Guru or put pressure on Gumpy here, because Sanakin is doing nothing at the moment. He does have full T3 mix, but nothing to show for it. And here we go, he pushes through. If he micros these destroyers properly, he can cause a lot of havoc. The shields are down. There's no shields of on here. Plus there's mass converters here. If he shoots one of these mass converters, this whole thing will blow up. There we go. Kill it. Yes. You see Pussy Killer bringing in some torps. Is Robogear going to cover? He sees it. Yeah, he's going to cover. And Torfin doesn't need to micro his destroyers away. Even with these torps coming, Robo can just kill these torps. SMD is loaded now, and Rich Guru is considering, yeah, he's pursuing onto the nuke, so he wants to load the nuke. It's now 19 minutes and topside for Team 1 has no anti-nuke, not even an order to build an anti-nuke. Have they scouted the nuke? They have. It's there. So quite an even game here. Air dominance for left side, you can see, is, we don't even see any hives, but doesn't matter for Robogear. He's just spammed factories instead, and he has his stealth strats. I don't know who he wants to kill. Who does he want to kill? The weak front player? Oh. Interesting that he would rather kill some T2 PD than keep his strats secret. Now Team 1 knows that Robogear has some strats. Maybe he wants to clear all this PD in mid. Seems to me it's a little bit wasteful using these strats to kill some rather unimportant buildings in mid. But he's protecting the strats well with his ASF. And here's a spider for Gumpy as per usual. And this is going to win back mid if they can build enough ASF to protect it. It should be able to push all the way up here, although there is Navy, so he probably can't actually push over here. Twisty Source has his common mid. He does have a shield on it though. And about that SMD, there is no SMD because they did not scout early enough. They can see the nuke, but no one has done anything about it. Still really strange. Really strange. Excuse me.
Strategic launch detected.
And that's Reggie's base is dead. While he's building advanced RAS, that's a mistake. So kind of looking good for, in the meantime, for Team 2 anyway. They're gonna get at least, they should be able to get at least 2 bases out of these nukes. You can see Rich has rushed the second nuke, so he'll be able to load that nuke before any anti-nuke can be loaded. And Gumpy has to be careful about the spider here because there is a battleship, there is all these destroyers that can kill this spider if they decide to. Here come the strats, they want to kill the spider. I don't know if that's worth it. 1, 2, 3. And that forced an air fight. Robogear managed to micro one of the strats away, and that was well played from Robogear. He used the strats to force the air fight. In doing so, he's won total air control, killed two players ASS army by himself. But the monkey is still alive. It's not even, is it vetted yet? Not even vetted. Doesn't even have its first vet. Anyway, second nuke is almost built for Rich Guru. Still no SMD. Oh, here we go. Whenever you get nuked like this, you need at least 2 SMDs to cover, and here's the other one, but it's not been built fast enough. And it only depends which base Rich Guru wants to hit, wants to nuke first. And now we can see Andrusha, not Andrusha, Sanakin,
Strategic launch detected.
coming back with his superior economy. I'd say superior, but it's actually pretty even. Torfin's done really well. He's We see a Arse Washer from Andrusha. Is it going for Battle Moose? Is it going for Grey? Goes between them. It's going to kill at least. Oh, how does it not kill his comm? An inch to the left and Battle Moose would have died. But you can see Andrusha has given the Arse Washer to Robogear. Just looking at the economy, Team 2 has, well, they have 400 more mass per second, and that's because they're 2 bases up. Robogear is hell-bent on, he has to carry this team like an absolute mother. And you can see he's distracting. He wants to kill the SMD, I think. Even though, yeah, he wants to kill the SMD. I think he's going to be successful. Kills the control K's the, yeah. So let's just pause it. So he waited for the bomb to drop from the Arse Washer, then he instantly killed it, and that basically creates 2 bombs. Plus there was the bombs from the strats, so effectively 2.5 bombs of Arse Washer just dropped on the SMD. And that's a crucial point in the game. Anyway, we're going to go back to the game. Slow it down. Big air fight. I think Robogear will lose here, but it's well worth it because there is a nuke about to launch. Where will they nuke it? Where will they launch? Let's have a look. It's not going to matter.
Strategic launch detected.
He nukes. Okay. I probably would have nuked. Probably should have nuked a little bit over here to capture these. Twisty Source goes down from the spider. The spider has stayed alive a long time. But I would have nuked probably about here to capture these SMDs in the explosion. So it's a slight mistake on Andrusha's behalf. You can see all the rash comms here for Andrusha. He's now got almost 100,000 more mass than Rich Guru. You can see if he just put the nuke a little bit to the right, he would have caught this SMD, and then he would have been free to nuke whoever he wanted for the next 10 minutes at least. So it's kind of Robogear versus the entire right side. This is going to be difficult because you see how much air Candy Boy has, how much ASF. See, Andrusha hasn't bothered to load the nuke, and that means he's aware that he's not gonna get past this SMD with the next nuke. He's just focused on building more RASCOMs. So look for possibly a game ender sometime soon. I wonder if he has. Yeah, he has Aeon Tech here. But a problem for Team 1 is all this navy that Sandakan has. It's rather a large naval force. but Thorfinn does have a Tempest in the making. Has a few missile ships, which is interesting. We can see the start of what is a SAM spam, and that is because, most likely because it's towards that stage of the game, and you can see, RoboGear can see that Andrusha is spamming the crap out of these Rascoms, so he put two and two together, and he can tell that there will be a game ender, and SAMs are good for protecting the game ender. It's probably also because RoboGear knows that he has less ASF, considering, well, he's the only air player at the moment, the only active air player. Reggie still has to, well, Reggie's taken hold of 2 bases here. Should have reclaimed this a long time ago. I think RoboGear's had to build his own SMD for top. And now we go into a rebuild phase, I think. I'm going to speed it right up here. Pussy Killer building UEF strats. Ideally you want stealth strats, they're just 10 times better than standard strat. So much, yeah, look at this air grid here. You can see Stanikin still spamming Navy, or was he? Yeah, still spamming Navy, but has yet to push. Content on just staying here. And RoboGear is not afraid to show what he has. He has his arse-washer here. He's not afraid to show that he has it. Even though this monkey's basically killed everything already. He's just making this monkey a little bit self-conscious. And we only have one SMD here. Oh, here's the Mavet. There's the Mavet. So there's the game ender. And do they spot it? Yeah, they do. Interesting, only one SMD for left side. Battle Moose, not too sure what he's upgrading there. And here's, we can see the strats. They know the strats are there. Reggie needs to pull something off here. He needs to kill these strats. They need to fly right past the ASF. Megalith in the middle as well. They're coming in for the Mavet. Here we go, we're gonna slow it right down here. And see, RoboGear does really well, gets right in behind the strats. Out of position air from Pussy Killer there, and that's just, well, it's bad micro. RoboGear's gonna lose his air, but at least he saves the Mavet. Oh, does he? Oh my god. Oh, the Mavet goes. Wow, okay. I did not expect the Mavet to actually go down there. God, that's rough. That is rough. Instantly rebuilt it though, and notice that there's not room. Well, they can. He really should put T3 PGNs next to this. It makes the Maver 5 times better, in my opinion. And Navy is getting taken over here from... Is he getting taken over? Should probably micro this Tempest. Maybe he can't. Oh, there are harms here, so he should be safe with these harms. Torpedoes coming in. I don't think pushing this Megalith is going to achieve much, considering there's battleships here. And this Spider has been alive for a long time. What do we have? We have another Maver here. Also in an area where full surround of T3 PGNs doesn't look possible, so now whose Maver's quicker? Well, there's your answer. Left side. And you can see the T3 PGNs are there, so that's very nice. Still only one SMD. Guess it doesn't matter when the enemy team doesn't have a nuke. Well, here comes the Megalith, and I was saying that it wasn't going to achieve much, but I hadn't planned that they would have let it actually move this far. And this is... How are they going to defeat this? How are they going to stop this? Surely it kills... Oh, no, maybe not. Look at the power of all these Rascoms. Wow. Battle Moose teleports. Does he teleport? Yeah, well, he's dead anyway. It didn't achieve much. I think. Did the Maver go down? No, the Maver's still there. Look at this. It's like a oh, never mind. Never mind. So, Turelka decided to teleport onto RoboGear. Died instantly. I don't know if that was the best. He killed 1, 2, 3, 5 mixers. Didn't kill the HQ. Maver has started to fire. And wow. You can see Pussykiller frantically trying to assist these shields. I have to say that Candy Boy hasn't really done much. He's built a lot of ASF and nothing really else. Nothing much else. And they have, look at the amount of ASF they have. Lots of ASF, but nothing to actually work with. No strats. Nothing to win the game with. Now, Sandekin's Maver is up. I want to see who's in a better position here. Kind of looks like Sandekin is in a better position. Has, I think, more Seraphim T3 shields. But yeah, shield goes down. 2 shields go down. Andrusha rebuilds quickly. I wonder if we see some strats soon from RoboGear. He needs to build some strats to... Oh, what's going on? And this Maver battle was close. You can see there's more help from the team on the left-hand or right-hand side. Team 2 seem to be helping each other out. Still a gigantic amount of ASF here. See, Andrusha's only really working with 4 shields. They keep dying one at a time. He keeps killing them. Wow, oh. Did he just kill the ACU or did I miss something? He just did. He sniped Pussy Killer on the head with the Maver. And you can see, I just want to slow this down. Andrusha is doing something really interesting here. He's actually... He is destroying his own shields and then rebuilding them. Because apparently that's quicker than just assisting them. Something I haven't seen before. Something I'll have to have a look at later on. It's quite an interesting strategy right there. But Pussy Killer goes down because he got sniped on the head. We missed that, but Stanikin loses an AV. And I think that's it for team... what a crazy game though. Maver is still up. Maver is still up for team 2. She actually decided to shoot Robogear's base. See all the ASF here. Candy Boy needs to... Oh, okay, no. He should have... Candy Boy really should have had some... let's speed it up. Had some strats here. But it looks like it's the end of the road for Team 2. Ooh. I say that, but Team 1's base is getting smashed. Seems like they have less shields. Oh! We've actually still got a good game on our hands here. It's going to be a gigantic air battle soon. Basically 3 versus 1. Navy pushing in, and the writing is on the wall. Nothing's going to stop these battleships and these Tempests from pushing in and killing all this. There's a little Megalith battle going on here. I'm just wondering from Gumpy, was it worth to actually build these megaliths? Was it a better idea just to build towards the game ender. Maybe a second game ender. You can see some tally ACUs from Candy Boy. This is a bit too late. See, he doesn't want to fight air. Strat's coming in from Robogear. And Drusha has managed to defend this Mavet from only 5. Oh! I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. Oh. Is it gonna go down? Is it gonna go down? The Mavet goes down. What a twist! What a twist to the... What a twist to the game! Wow. Reggie has 3 bases. He needs to put his stomp onto the game. He's got his ASF. He probably should have some stealth bombers or... See, Robogear, they've lost air. How the hell did they lose air? Candy Boy managed to defend 3 players. The Maver is still up. This is crazy. Crazy stuff. The Scaffers, the Maver is still up for Team 2. This looks very good for Team 2. This whole base is dead. Oh, there's Candy Boy is here. Oh no, yeah. We've got a Megalith walking in. And these Tempests are very crucial for Team 1 winning the game. These Megaliths from Gumpy can actually defend. We have Robogear's Megalith walking right up. He wants to kill these. He wants to kill these commons with a Megalith. That would be amazing if he does that. Because Megaliths actually have quite weak, fairly weak torpedoes. But you can see they are chipping away at their health with Senecan. Look at that. Just bang, 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 bang. Slowly but surely chipping away. And he's just gonna follow him. And that's the main person. This is hilarious. This is quite... He's just like walking on top of him. Just following him with his Megalith. It's the world's most expensive submarine. That's the Megalith. And that's the game. And that's... that's an amazing way to end the game. Rich Guru, control case. I would go as far to say that if that didn't happen, Team 1 may have lost. You can see what's left of the base here is absolutely nothing. What a crazy game. What an amazing game. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. And till next time, I have been BattleBot, and we'll see you later. Bye.